Alright, so as I mentioned in my short, which you guys may or may not have seen, XOC reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try out one of their Gen 3 drives, the G300. They went ahead and sent me a 512 gig. In some of the video that you're going to see, I did think it was supposed to be 3000 and not 3200 write speed. So we'll kind of go over these results and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. But spoiler alert, I'm kind of happy. So first things first, we have to take this drive out of the box and we're going to put it right here on this adapter. So give me a second to do that. So attaching it to the PCIe wasn't very difficult at all. The PCIe card came with the screw. Not a whole lot of documentation, but there is some information on their website. I'm sure that will improve, but one thing, look at this. Yep, it's an American product. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this put in that Z440, get it plugged in, download Crystal Disk Mark, and start some tests. I have already tested a couple of other NVMe drives, one in particular, it's a Western Digital SN750, which is also a PCIe 3, and we'll test it against that just to kind of see, and we'll compare some notes. Alright, so there's a couple of very good things right off the bat. The first one, it did boot up into Windows because I didn't catch it to try to get in the BIOS. That was my fault. But you can see that it wants to initialize disk number 1. Well, disk number 1 happens to be the unknown drive that happens to be the XOC G300 SSD. So, hopefully you can see that right there. And the other part of that, if it will focus on this little light right here, hopefully you can see that, but if not, that does say NVMe. And let's see if I can get in there a little bit. But anyway, that's the adapter card. The drive is on the adapter card. It is being picked up by the system. And so, yeah, a quick format, quick assignment of a drive lever, and we can go ahead and start some testing. This is looking really, really good so far. Alright, part of the cool thing about this channel is learning how to fail, and let me show you why. You see the numbers here, and this is barely better or about the same as regular SSD. And I think it's due to the slot that I've got it in. I think the slot I actually have it in is a 1x PCIe 3, and I need to change it to something that will take up all 4 lanes. And I did notice that I was putting in a shorter lane or shorter slot. We're going to swap these and see if I don't get a better result. So give me a few minutes for that. Alright, so I put our new little friend into, the bottom slot down there. Slot number 5, I think it is, or the 5th slot down. We'll see how that works out. Alright, this time around it does show me, I did get in the BIOS, and it does show me I have an NVMe in that slot, slot 5. Alright, so let's try out the test again and see what our results are going to be this time. So we made it through the first test, and I'm pretty well pleased here. They guarantee speeds of 3500 read and 3000 write, but we're actually beating that. So I'm going to run one more test just to kind of back up that claim, make sure, and then we're going to swap it to the 12700K build, and we're going to see how it works when it's exposed to an actual NVMe slot on the motherboard, and we'll check that. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the results. So again, we have a successful test. We are getting more than they promised that we're going to get, the 3500 read and the 3000 write. Yeah, this is a really, really good result using a PCIe adapter card in this Z440. So next we're going to go ahead and put it in an NVMe slot with a 12700K and an Intel system build, and we are going to go ahead and check those runs, at least 1 or 2 runs, and see what it looks like there. But I have a feeling it's going to do just as well, maybe a shade better. Alright, we've got our drive installed. Both of these are 4x4.0, so they're 4.0 PCIe by 4 lanes, so that's perfect for our drive. There's nothing in either one of these because the drive with the OS is up there. Both of these are the same 4.0. This is only a 3.0 drive, but it'll give us plenty to go ahead and check and see how fast our drive goes. Alright, since we created a simple drive last time, this system picked it right up. So it assigned it a drive letter and everything. And again, you can see it's our XOC. And so now we start the tests. Alrighty, we're starting the test with a 12700. Look at that. Again, so far, over what they promise. So we'll keep monitoring, and I'll come back to this. All right, so the first rundown, and again, we don't disappoint. 3,500 on the read. The write is just short of what they say it'll go up to, but I mean, that's solid. It says speeds of up to 3,000, and it's doing 2891. So still really, really solid. Everything looks good. I'm going to do one more test on here. So far, this is performing exactly like they promised, maybe even just a shade better, and you gotta like that. And again, we were able to replicate the findings. So this drive is everything they say it's going to be and everything they promise it is. So I'm very, very happy. It was very easy to install. It picked up right away and it identified what it was. Yeah, there's no issues at all. And you can't do any better than delivering exactly what you promise, right? I mean, we're in great, great shape here. So let's talk about this drive a little bit. And yeah, we'll go from there. But right now, it's behind that heatsink, right below the GPU, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. And the installation of this is really, really easy. I mean, especially in motherboards that have the little clip here now. And you just undo the clip. There we go. And pop it right out. Obviously, installation is just the opposite. So, as I did mention, it is an American product. It's an American company, American design. These are available on Amazon. I believe it's about $35 for this one right here. It's about $60 for the 1 terabyte. They will come eventually in 256 up to 2 terabyte. It is up to 3,500 read, which I did get better than in all my tests, and up to 3,200 in write, which I did get 3,100 and something in most of the ones on the Z440, and I got nearly 3,000 for our write speed for the editing rig right behind me. So right on par with their promise. They delivered. I mean, this thing is a good product. I really think so far with the testing and as many tests as I ran back to back, it was very, very consistent. I didn't have any issues with the operating system seeing this drive. It picked up. And the only thing that I might have a question of come down the road is how long it might last. Now, they're confident enough in this product to give it a 5-year warranty. And you can't do that if you've got a crappy product. So I'm thinking they stand behind their product, and so far everything I've gotten through email, Dana has been nice enough to email me back and forth. Shout out to Dana. They have done a great job of communicating with me, making sure I had the product, and basically gave me sort of carte blanche and said, look, take a look at the product, tell us what you think, and if you don't mind, this is the kind of video we'd like to see. If you could show it being installed or showing it being operated or tested. And so that's what I've done. I haven't tried to do anything according to any kind of master plan. They didn't tell me what I was supposed to be looking for. They didn't tell me how specifically I was supposed to test or what I was supposed to do. They sent me the information, said test it out. I chose my testing method, and I'm very, very pleased with it. So shout out to them. Shout out to the product itself. I do like it. We're going to find out how long it lasts. I'm going to end up putting this in one of, it might be a little bit underneath the product itself, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in one of my Gen 3 Optiplexes because this is a Gen 3 drive, and it happens to be perfect for one of those Optiplexes. I believe the 5050 I've got over there, this will work perfect in. And yeah, I'm very, very pleased. So thanks for sending it out. Very, very happy with that. Hopefully the longevity, like I said, is as good as the initial test, but if you're going to put a 5-year warranty on something, you probably believe in your product quite a bit, right? This G300, like it is about $33 on Amazon right now. Not a plug for Amazon either. They do have the SP900, which is the PCIe 4. It also comes in 1 terabyte, I believe 512. The 1 terabyte version of that is under $80. The 1 terabyte version of this is $60, I believe. It's like $59 at the time I'm doing this video. I saw it for $65, went back, and it was actually less. It was for $59 for the G300 in 1 terabyte flavor, the PCIe 3. They, like I said, PCIe 3 and PCIe 4. It looks like they're going to come in 256, 512, 1, and 2 terabyte. So far, very pleased. If the Gen 4 numbers are anything like the Gen 3 numbers, I'm sure everybody that gets that drive will be very happy as well. Very satisfied with the drive, and I will be using it in a future build. I will not necessarily do a build and say, hey, look, we're going to put it on YouTube, but it it might end up being there. And if you do see it, then you'll recognize it. And obviously, when it comes to look for drives, put my money where my mouth is. This is one of the ones I'll be looking for because it's well priced, and I know for a fact that it does what it's supposed to do. So if you got anything out of the video, I certainly appreciate it. For one, I'm sorry if this seems a little bit rushed. There's a hurricane coming. I want to make sure this gets its due and gets posted with good results and a quality video before that happens. Thanks again to the folks at XOC that sent me the drive. Dana, it's been a pleasure, and I hope we can keep on, keep having some kind of partnership or relationship. And thanks to all of you. I'm almost 1,400 subscribers, still going strong. You guys are amazing. I hope that if you're looking for something that what I offer helps. If you liked the video at all, found it informative, anything like that, go ahead and throw a like on the video if you don't mind. Hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I certainly would appreciate that. That pushes closer to 1,500, which I would love to have. And if you don't do anything else, if you don't go to my socials and you don't like or subscribe or anything, just do me one favor, and that's be good to each other. Be kind. We really, really need it right now. There's some, it's rough out there right now, okay? So you guys take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Do something nice. Wave, smile, say good morning, hold the door open. I ask you guys this all the time, and I really, really mean it. It's heartfelt. So take care of yourselves out there. Look out for everybody else. And until the next time, when I get myself into something I got no business getting into, if we survive the hurricane, it's probably going to be the A750 in my main streaming rig. We'll see how that goes. But in any case, that is all I have. So until next time, I'll see you later.